up to the sunrise, let the day begin. Johnny and Mark are here, let the laughter in. With every sip of coffee, feel the warmth inside. Conversations and humor take you for a ride. Your morning boost with Johnny and Mark, a perfect blend of laughter, igniting the spark, inspiration and insight. Join the journey, let them light your way. It's a brew of connection, a world to explore, a network of voices opening the door. With Johnny and Mark, feel the power of two, a morning tradition just waiting for you. As the day unfolds, carry what you've heard, inspire and inform with every single word. Johnny and Mark beside you as you start a new day, the morning show that lifts you through and through. A network of voices opening the door. With Johnny and Mark, feel the power of two, a morning tradition just waiting for you.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reselling, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem, see the special man.
See the special man.
You got the dollars, make me an offer. New England Cajun Roots, Johnny understands.
Johnny understands.
Let him have it with no problem, see the special man. Let him have it with no problem, see the special man.
Hey, Michael, what day is it? It's a hump day. How's everybody doing this morning? Good to see each and every one of you. Where it's currently 33 degrees here, but you know what? We had 3.5 inches of snow yesterday afternoon. Nice. And how are you doing over there with your little puppy on your nose shoulder over there? Keeping an eye on
I'm doing good, my friend. It's we're in the 70s around here, and it's just a weird thing to walk outside and look at the mountains and see them absolutely sludged up with snow to the rafters, and yet we walk around here in shorts down on the shop level.
Yes, he does have his emotional support animal today.
Because my other emotional support animal is currently asleep on my foot, so I have absolutely no chance of moving to be able to show you guys him.
All right, first in the chat is Regina. Hello, good morning, and welcome, and wonderful people in the chat. Today's quote: "Every day
Hello,
I feel
Regina.
a blessing from God, and I consider a new beginning." Yes, it's always a day. Every day is a new beginning. You're right about that. Baby girl, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you. Leave out early. Need to stop by. Well, thank you for stopping on by. And April, hello, good morning, and welcome, and I hope you're feeling better. And it's always great to see you. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Angela, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to
Howdy,
see you.
Miss Angela.
I have something I'm going to share this morning with something I got in the mail yesterday, and it happened to be a gift from Angela. And I'm going to share that this morning with y'all with a little bit of history about what I got in the mail. Yeah. I was surprised.
Does it take batteries?
No. Get your mind out the gutter, Jay.
Sorry.
What type of show? Little Debbie, hello, good morning.
Hi,
and
little Debbie.
How you doing? Ashley, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see
Lady
you.
Ashley.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. This weekend we'll be in the 60s. I mean, look, and that's sad when we get excited. It's in the 30s, much less in the 40s.
Hmm.
Yeah. And after the summer, we always ready for it to be cold again. Glenn, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Miss Denise, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Looking forward to having Miss Denise back on April the 1st. No, it's not an April Fool's joke. She'll be back in Hump Days on the 1st. Chrissy and Stacy, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you
Hello,
doing?
Christine
Good
Stacy.
and welcome. Staples come out tomorrow, and then she starts.
Yay, that's awesome.
Yep, there it is right there. Let's see. Everybody saying hello to each other. Terry, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you, and welcome.
Hello, my soap goddess, or should I say ducky goddess after yesterday?
Michael, hello, good morning, and welcome. Hope you're enjoying your morning on the patio with your morning coffee.
Your morning coffee, Michael. Get that
Yeah,
coffee.
drink that coffee. I'm okay, very strong. Sorry to hear that, little Debbie. I'll definitely keep you in my prayers and my thoughts. It's support animal. Yes, that is definitely what you can call it. Wish it would help. Yeah, I know, right? The comment right here. With
At
stress.
some point, I'll have to get my real first son on here so that you guys can meet him.
Dawn, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? And thank you. I got the gift yesterday. I'm gonna talk a little bit about it this morning.
Good morning, Miss Dawn.
The gift came from the package came from Dawn, but it was a gift in there from Angela Isaac. Yeah. And Stephanie, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? And good to see you.
Uni.
That's right. This Saturday, when you go to bed, if you stay up all night, don't forget 2 o'clock is fall back, spring forward. That means you got to gain an hour, add another hour, so you got to forward your clocks, unless you have something that's automatic. Vintage memories. Hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you, Robin. Welcome. Amy, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you, and welcome.
Hey, Miss Amy.
Let's see. Everybody saying hello to each other. All right. So yesterday I got a package in the mail, and I want to thank Dawn. Girl, well packed. It's 84 degrees there yesterday. What? I don't miss the heat and the humidity from Louisiana. That's one of the things I have.
No, you can keep the humidity part, that's for sure.
All right. I'm going to share something that I got. And when I saw this, I knew exactly what it was. This was a gift that was sent in to through Dawn from Angela's Isaac. This is actually a mascot. Back in 2019 was the last baseball season for the New Orleans Zephyrs, where they were changing the name to the baby. At that time, it was just Cakes. They didn't. They had a contest, and this is the mascot. His name is Boudreaux. He is a
What a Louisiana name,
yeah.
Boudreaux.
He he is the, I believe they're known as an otter. He's the otter, but his mate was Clotilde. Clotilde was his mate. They were the mascots during a baseball game. But when they changed it, they got his name on the back. They moved it before 2019 was the last season. They used Cakes. And in 2019, after that season was over, they had a contest. So they got away with the mascots, and they came up with this new logo. It was called New Orleans Baby Cakes, and they changed it to, for those that know about Mardi Gras King Cakes, they are known for the hidden plastic babies in the cake. So they turned around and made this ugly looking mascot picture, and I say it was ugly because that's what they did. And I'm going to share this because y'all got to see this. If y'all don't know anything about it, the Zephyrs turned into the New Orleans Baby Cakes. And I believe they even ended it thereafter. I want to say in 2019. They closed it down. They're no longer there. But I'm
Well,
going to show you.
I'm not surprised with a completely strong, powerful name like Baby Cakes to go out and play baseball.
Exactly. Wrong one.
Right, that's right up there with the Atlanta Braves. Yeah.
Well, these are otters, and that's what they use. That was their team. Anywho, I went to free games a lot, but that was about it. So let me share this. That is the new logo that they had till 2019.
That's freaky.
Yes. So if ever y'all do see or find Boudreaux, the last time they used him was in 2019, and Clotilde was his mate.
I can't for the life of me figure out what went on in that strategy meeting where they were like, you know what, let's retire these extremely warm, lovable characters that scream Louisiana and let's replace them with an obnoxious piece of plastic baby that's found in a cake and just rip away all the
The
masculinity
face of the baby
and
they
sport
used.
feel of it.
That was the logo.
Oh my
So that's
god.
the history of it. And thank you so much, Angela, for sending that to me as a gift. And I knew what it was the minute I opened the gift when I saw it was a gift. So thank you so much. I got it yesterday. That's Boudreaux, and his mate was Clotilde.
Did they make a stuffed Clotilde also?
Yeah, I have never found one, but like I said, that's the first time I ever saw one, and in person. I mean, they had them at the baseball games because you can purchase those kind of things, but I never did. But I used to go with a friend of ours, and then while I was in the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society as an what they call them again, ambassador. I used to win free tickets to go to the games, and so that's the only reason I went. Anywho, that is the story about the baby cakes, New Orleans baby cakes that used to be called Zephyrs. Then in 2019 they changed it to cakes. And after that they went to baby cakes.
Although to be fair, I'm not sure what Zephyr has to do with that area
They,
either.
I believe, moved the team to Georgia or South Carolina. One of those states is where they went to. They got bought out and moved there.
Hmm.
Yeah. And the baby cake, but they're no longer there. They named the something. The whole stadium is known as something else. They don't even use that as the name anymore. And that happened in 2019. So that is a story about what the gift was I got in the mail. And thank you so
Little
much.
Debbie, wouldn't you have liked it better if they had been named the Swiss rolls?
And they even had a contest for the a vote that you had to go in and you voted for the mascot you wanted. So, yeah.
God, and people actually voted for that monstrosity. There were
Then we
some
have
drunk people on that voting day. Oof.
look after Mardi Gras. If that was happened right after Mardi Gras, yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, then yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
Drunk among other things. Yeah.
yeah. Let me do this real quick. All right. Every time I share the screen, I have to empty it out and move it. So yeah, that is the story about it. And if y'all need to see more than that, y'all can go in and research it because it was pretty funny. Cosmic cake, maybe. Yeah, but again, it was just something that they had and they did, and it was okay. They didn't have any major winnings and that kind of stuff. It was just a game. So yeah, it was nothing to go run home and write a book about. You know what I'm saying? Also, I want to mention today where there's some birthdays on the calendar. For those that know, I'm not sure if she's still doing YouTube because I haven't seen her in a while. But it's Designs Laura's birthday today. If you happen to see her, or if you see her on Facebook, and also Papa J Tinker Shop's birthday is today as well.
Good morning, Auntie
Um,
Mama.
Auntie Mama, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? That's that, right there. So I just want to mention that, and also thank everybody who came out and supported those on the channel yesterday for the reseller. It was the rapid fire round for members. Hope no run homes everywhere.
And
Well,
I'd like to thank everybody that showed up last evening for our live. I very much appreciate everybody that was there. It's always good to have. It's always nice to have folks in the show.
yeah, he did. I didn't want to say anything unless somebody verified that, but he did pass away, I think, last year. But again, it's still not just like when we think about Cody and others that passed away. He did pass away, yes. No ifs,
Heavenly
ands.
birthdays.
Yep. Still got to think about him. I still have him on the calendar. Just like Cody, I have her on there too. And oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. I can't think of their names. But anyway, yeah. I still keep them on the calendar because they were part of our community. They were always in everybody's chats and supporting it. Robin, yep. So yeah, we just like, and my friend John that he's actually in my community post. He used to have a cooking channel. He was battling cancer and he didn't make it, but he's now out of pain. And that's what I look at it. We'll still think about him. Let's see. Don't forget that the next available um, Chop Hop train sale. If you would like to be on it, I only have one spot left for April 25th. If you want to be on
Woohoo!
that one, let me know. Email me and I'll close it out. One left. That's it. And then for the rapid fire round, I have multiple spots left. I know it's early for some people, but I know some people like to, keep track of everything. June the 2nd, I have several spots left open on that one as well. Yes, I still have John Stars. John Stars. I'm not sure who that is, but I don't want to ask. Who's John Stars? I am confused, Auntie Mama. I'm not sure who that is. So, anywho, today, don't forget, we do have our Hump Day auction. And today, we have the honor of having Miss Marion on again today. And then we have
Yay!
Randy Terry, Uniques by the Creek. Hey, that's our lineup for the day. And also, don't forget again, this Saturday night, Sunday morning, you got to forward your hour for your clocks. And Tuesday, I will be on with Friends Selling with Friends. And I don't know why. I think that one I'm always at 1:30. So that's my time on that one. And I can't believe it's been 3 years I've been selling on Poshmark. Longer than that on Tuesday. So what do you have going on coming up, Mr. J?
Not a whole lot, my friend. We're just clipping along with the publishing, and then hanging out in everybody's auctions for the next few days, and making a general nuisance of myself.
No.
And before coming back around next week to be back here with you.
Thank you, little Debbie. There's the link if you want to set your reminder. Also, don't forget to go back yesterday and watch the rapid fire round for members of the channel. Remember, you do not have to worry about being a member to purchase and be in the comments. You just enjoy it.
And also, speaking of replays, you've got the replay available of our show, and Angela Isaac's new show. That replay should be available as well, if I'm not mistaken. So if you did get a chance to see that yesterday, definitely pop by. And don't forget, folks. Watch hours are really important, just as much as subscribing. So even if you miss somebody's live show, even if you don't think you're going to buy something, if you have the opportunity to go back and watch the replays from folks, it is very, very helpful to everybody's channel, if you can take some time and do that. Because it is a combination of two things for those folks that are trying to get monetized. It's the number of subscribers and the number of watch hours, and you too can make a difference.
And it's not just once you get monetized, it's even after, because you still have to keep it up. And that is who I was talking about, Auntie Mama. Yep, John Southern Explorer. That's what I was talking about. He and I had a lot of after show talks. Yeah, that was him. Yeah, watch hours always expired because you got to remember it's 365 calendar days.
Yeah.
And I always give this example: January 1st of 2025 to December 31st of 2025. That's your 365 calendar days. Once the 26th of January 1st comes along, now you're going into January 2nd. So if you don't have those 365-day calendar watch hours of that 4,000 watch hours, anything after that January 2nd on this side drops. So that's why it's important you have those watch hours and support everybody and keep it going. It is 365 calendar days. So
Johnny, you had mentioned once, in the show that clicking on the right side of the YouTube chat where you could do the heart or the smiley emoji or the confetti also helps. How does that help?
It promotes letting people know that you like this content. If you're in a live show, for example, you go and click it and it kind of pushes it out. Like I see floating faces and has smiley faces and all that. When it's done, it actually helps the algorithm pull up and letting people know that they're enjoying the show.
Gotcha.
It kind of helps push your channel out or your live show to bring people in while you're live. It's what it's all about. Just like if you're watching somebody live on your phone, There's also other forms of like little gifts that you can buy, like jewels and stuff. And when you
Yep.
purchase it from when you're on your phone device, it also helps by pushing your channel. And it's more in a reaction with not only the chat, but it also helps promote that your people are enjoying your show at that time.
Yeah, because I think sometimes we get a little too focused on the subscriber part of it, and not we lose out. We forget about the watch hours and other things like that. I mean, not everybody's looking to get monetized, but if you're trying to get just even just getting discovered and getting found better in the algorithm, you kind of need all of those components to come together.
And that's a good point that little W is making. The thumbs up, the reaction with emojis, all of that is a value on monetization, especially when you're on your phone and you buy all those little jewels and stuff. That's like being part of the monetization portion of it, but it also helps promote your channel. But also, I want to mention, I have been noticing when I am on my live chat on my main page of YouTube, I'm noticing lately that I have to go like this morning. I know Auntie Mama goes live every morning, but I'm always doing something and working and lurking. And I go to when I look at the time and I realize I say, oh, she should be live. But when I go to my page, it's not showing up on my home page. So every now and then I have to go into her channel and under subscribed. I'm still subscribed, but it tells me that it's now under with all these updates they've been doing. It's not that I get all notifications anymore. It just says personal. So you
Yeah,
have to physically change it to all. Why I don't know that's been happening lately, but I notice that a lot when I'm looking at knowing somebody's going live, and I have to go directly to their channel to pull it up because it's not showing in my column on the left that they're live at this time. So you might
I
want
was
to check
actually
into
having
that
that
too.
trouble. I was having that trouble with the morning show. The morning show wasn't popping up in my feed,
Mhm.
and I'd have to go either into the subscription section, uh, to all my channels to see what was coming up, or I'd have to click directly over to yours to get into the link.
And that's what I've been saying too, as a call to action. Check and see if you're still subscribed, but also make sure you have the all notifications on because a lot of times if you don't, with all these new updates that YouTube's been doing, I've been noticing that a lot lately where when I'll have to go in and search for somebody's channel, like when I know Little Debbie puts out her short videos, I'm not getting that. So I have to go to her channel and redo it again and put all notifications. So just do your due diligence. If you're liking the content from a particular a content creator, make sure when you go to their channel, make sure that your subscribing is on, you are subscribed, and then you also check the all for notifications. Now I have it set up that way, but on your phone, you can also turn off notifications to be pushed to your phone. So that's two different notifications. Just remember that because I don't want to have my phone blown up all day long. So yeah.
Hmm.
So Jeffrey, hello, good morning, and welcome. But that's just something you want to be mindful of. And when you're going out and checking out, make sure you do watch some videos, leave those comments. All that helps in any which way you can. And every little small help is showing your support to the channel. So just remember that as well. It doesn't necessarily, and don't get me wrong, I would love to have you as a member, and that's why I have different tiers. But a lot of times, some people cannot really afford it, and don't, or in some cases, somebody that might want to be a member of one channel don't want to be a member of all channels, and they don't want to make it look like they're making a favoritism of one person. So you got to kind of look at that as well. So do every little bit you can to help somebody, even by leaving a comment on their videos. You know, all that helps. Also, another public service announcement. Are you on eBay? Do you sell where you have a level store where you get a coupon? If you do, remember, this is the last month of this first quarter, almost here and done. If you have a level on eBay of a store that you get a level of, if you have a store level on eBay and you get a coupon every quarter to help you cover some of the expenses on shipping supplies from eBay, make sure you use it before you lose it. You already had the last month of this quarter. I already used mine. But yeah, use it. Don't lose it. Free shipping supplies, really, you've paid for it with your membership, right? If you got a level. So definitely use it. I am going live again today. Well, congratulations, Jeffrey. Jay, tell him what he's won. Some new watch hours. I
A
love my.
chance for news. You've got a chance at new subscribers.
That's right. Congratulations. And Ella. I saw you had a thumbnail that you and Victoria are doing a live this weekend. She's coming back as as resell. I didn't think she was going to do that. 5:15 today, Jeffrey will be live. Awesome. I'll be just finishing up with the Hump Day auction, so I'll try to catch it right after the Hump Day auction. It's like yesterday after that reseller community rapid fire round show. Ooh, I was exhausted. I went to bed. I couldn't go no more. I was done. Put a fork in it.
You know, it's funny. It's funny how you don't think it would take a lot. A show would take that much out of you, and yet, I mean, we even did just we did an hour show last night, and I got done. I was like, oh, that is it. I am toast. I am not long for this world. Off to dreamland.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And usually on that show, the reseller community, I do it once a month. But for it to be successful, there's a lot of things that's playing in the background. You got to make sure everybody's ready to come up and that kind of stuff. But when you go over almost 5.5 hours straight,
that's a lot.
don't get me wrong, I love doing it. That's why I do it once a month. But it's just a small token of my appreciation to support those who are part of the channel as a member. Just a small token. I can do that once a month. It's okay. But I do go to bed right after. You know what I'm saying? I'm like exhausted. She sells with me. I didn't know she was still coming up on Fridays, but for the last few weeks, okay, I knew that was happening, but I didn't know she was coming back. Okay.
Sure, Uni. That's why you were tired because you were laughing so hard. That's why you were exhausted. I know you, girl. I know what you get up to.
I think it was because I laughed so hard. We appreciate you doing that. And I enjoy doing it. And that's just, like I said, a small token of my appreciation because y'all are members of the channel. So that's just another way I can show my support for y'all doing that. And I really appreciate it. And that's just something that anybody can do if you're a member. I'll be part of that. And so, yeah, it's once a month and you get 30 minutes. And we had some fun yesterday. Be right back. Need to help my all right, little Debbie. So as you know, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I already got next week's topic set up. We had to break it up into 3 days. We got that ready. I did all that this morning, but today is no different. So without further ado, let's get into our topic of the day. All right, it is never too late to take the word I can't or I don't know and turn it into something like I have not done it yet or let's learn together. Practice and knowledge leads to I can. Your thoughts of today's topic?
I had a chunk of my life where I worked for Apple retail. So I was working in the what was officially Steve Jobs's store in Palo Alto, California. And one of the first things they teach you when you're going through Apple customer service is you are never allowed to use the phrase "I don't know." You are only allowed. You can say "I don't know," but you have to say "Let's find out together." And you were it was heavily encouraged that you not give half-ass answers, that you be honest about the fact that you didn't know something, but because you're upfront about it, your customer trusted you more in that moment, and then using that let's find out together gives you this chance to research your answer. You and your customer share a moment where you're coming up to speed together and you've both learned something, and it just kind of enhanced the whole experience uh, for you as the person trying to you know trying to better your knowledge for being better at the Apple products, but then also the customer realizes that you're not somebody like on a pedestal that knows so much more than them. Hey, you're a human being, and hey, let's find out together. Let's solve these things together. And in the end, it's very empowering to be able to do that and come away with the knowledge. It just definitely makes you feel like you've accomplished something.
I hear that. Let's see here. We appreciate you so much. I need to be right back. All right, this is where it was. Jay, I like that. Let's learn together. Great response. Yes. And Jennifer, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? And Melinda and Sweet Jane, Hello, good morning, and welcome. So, what are your thoughts on today's topic? While I'm getting ready to put up a little survey poll in the chat. And I'm going to write this right here, so I'm working on that.
So somebody out there must have had a time where they said, you know, they were kind of their own worst enemy and said, "I can't." And how did you turn that around? How did you change the mindset from one of negativity and not learning to one of positivity and opening yourself up to that education? So sometimes it doesn't necessarily have to be a big thing. It can be even just the smallest thing that. Uh, Sorry, bear with me. My husband is boarding a plane to Peru at the moment to go see his family, and I am rid of him for a week. And my vacation start. I mean, I'm going to miss him so much. Let's see in the comments here. What are people saying? It's easy now that we have YouTube videos to say I can because I can learn by watching instruction video. I am blown away by. I mean, it's amazing how you can just be. Gosh, I really don't know how to do something, and 5 seconds later, you've got a YouTube video pulled up that like step by step instructions. I had to change the. They wanted to charge me a ridiculous amount of money to change the cabin filter in my car. You know, the filter that goes on the inside. And here in Vegas, those get really chalked up with sand and grit and stuff over time. And 5 seconds after looking it up, there was a video step by step on exactly how to do it myself. Saved myself a bundle.
All right, I got to shorten some of these. They say I got too many characters in them. There we go. I had too many words in the poll. All right, I think I got it now because it didn't let me do it. That's why.
Bye, Swampy. Have a good
Have a
day.
good day. I just thought about this because I'm thinking about something, and I said, let me do a poll. I haven't done that in a while. All right, let's see what happens with this. There we go. So let me know what you think on the poll that I just put in the top of the chat. And again, this is just at the last minute, so if I misspelled something, I'm sorry. It's just a fast way I type. Let's see, it was easy now that we have YouTube videos to say I can. You know, a lot of times too, even when I first started, you know, when I moved from Louisiana to Mass, for example, my first thing was, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm so used to being comfortable in the zone of where I was at. I already had my friends set up. I already knew my family. I was around people that I knew and communicated with and did things with, celebrated with, and things like that. But then I'm moving, so I didn't know what to do. So I was like, well, I can't do that. I'm not going to know what to do. So of course, Robert gives me this big old wide idea. He starts having me watch these YouTube videos about how to resell. And he makes the comment, well, you always, people always say you can sell ice to an Eskimo, so why not? Here I am 6.5 years later. Go figure. So I try, and again, Michael, Angry Auto Reacts, made a comment where I said, I was not comfortable and never going to do AI, deal with AI. And Michael says, never say never. You can do it. Look at me now. I'm already taking courses now to learn stuff. And it's amazing what's out there. So I don't use the word I can't, but into the turning it around saying that I haven't done it yet. Because y'all know I love that word yet. Love that word. Always told as a kid I can't never do nothing. That's right. Yeah, you're right about that one. Spot on there, Johnny, for all of the above. I thought I did. Oh, I thought I did. Well, if you want the last one, it'll be all of the. I thought I put all. You can only have so many characters in each one, so the last one will be all of the above. How about that? If anybody wants all of the above, just do the last one. Let's see. I'm glad you said that because I thought I'll put it there. But yeah, that last one is for all above. So yeah. So how many of y'all always say I can't and you don't like to try things new?
I gotta say that was my attitude for a long time until I joined Apple, and then when I went through that training, God, I was like flipping a switch in the way I look at. Same thing with uh, the other valuable lesson I learned from customer service training at Apple that definitely carries over into my life now is never sell with your wallet. So it's, don't be afraid to pitch the best possible solution that for the person, or don't be afraid of what your pricing is, because there is somebody out there that's going to see the same value that you see.
Good morning,
And
Cheryl. And that's true, Angela. A lot of times we don't know how to say no. That can be a downfall too sometimes. But it's okay to say no. I've learned that the hard way. But if I can work my schedule around something that somebody needs help with, I'll do it. But I got to the point where I was always saying yes for everything.
see,
At
it's
some
about
point, you have to
boundaries.
say no. You have to set your boundaries. Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because there's a lot of times that we won't be able to say yes. But again, if we take that word can't and turn it into something positive, it's amazing what we can accomplish. It's just amazing.
There's very, very little
Working on
that anybody cannot possibly accomplish. I mean, yeah, you may not be able to fly, you may not be able to teleport, but for the basic everyday stuff, it's amazing. As long as you try, just try. Nobody ever failed by trying. They learned something from every attempt.
and that reminds me when I was growing up, my grandmother used to always say, and this has to do with everything in life, not just something like food. And my grandma used to always say, when I say can't or I won't, she always said, and if you don't like something, her first question that came out of her mouth was, have you tried it? Because you should never say you don't like something if you've never tried it or done it before you can say, I won't do it, I can't do it, or I don't like it.
Are you an adventure? Would you consider yourself an adventurous eater, Johnny?
Yes.
I,
If I
I'm
haven't
the
tried
same.
something, I will try something once. Now, there have been some things like, for example, I know people can say, oh my God, you're crazy. I don't like lobsters.
Yeah, me
Now,
neither.
I'll try it again, maybe now that I'm up here, which I haven't, except once. I did have, which was excellent. It was a lobster bowl. Oh, it was a mac and cheese, and mind you, that was a whole bunch of carbs in that, but it was good. But again, I haven't had it again since, but it was good. But for me to actually go out and eat a lobster, no, it's just not my forte. I have tried it. Yes, it was good, but for me just to go out there and eat a regular lobster, no. I've had it before and I didn't like it. I don't like the texture. But in this case, I did when we first came up here when we were looking for a house. We did eat at this place called the Penny Loaf, and it was like a cafe bar. We had lunch there, and it was a mac and cheese bowl. That was fabulous. But I can't sit there and eat that a lot because there's too many carbs. But yes, I have had the opportunity to at least try something, but I will not eat it again if it's something I don't like.
Jennifer, you cannot set me up for jokes like that. You just can't. You can't set me up like that. You're gonna get me in trouble. You're gonna get me in so much trouble on this show.
I can just imagine what's going through your mind too. Between you and Mark, y'all both have the same idea, I bet. Not, I'm not a lobster fan. Yeah, I just don't. But again, I have tried it. Go for it, Jay. No, don't. I dare you,
You trying to cause trouble, girl.
girl. Look, I can turn around and pull off that
Molly,
monopoly
you in
mask.
danger, girl. Yeah, that's a
That's for his night show, his evening show, late night
yeah.
show.
Misty Media After Dark. Yeah.
Yeah, not here.
I can't. I think that there was a time where I actually liked crab meat and I liked lobster, and then all of a sudden I started seeing all these videos of like like live lobsters and crabs, and they creeped me out so much that I could never eat them again. They were so freaking creepy to me.
See, Amy's comment. You're so right. You're
I
so
am
right.
so innocent, Amy. I just feed off the people around me. My own thoughts are so pure.
Trying to anyway, right? Oh, go back to where was it? I love all seafood too, but there's again certain things I don't like. For example, I grew up, and I know this sounds weird, but in Louisiana, you learn how to eat almost any and all seafood. I've had squid, I've had octopus, I've had all the different seafoods. I don't mind it. It's just not something I would eat all the time. But as we get older, our health prevents us from having certain foods. And in my case, I have to watch in moderation. And like I told the doctor, you're going to tell me I'm from Louisiana and I can't have shellfish? Only in moderation. So for me, I limit my seafood on Fridays to fish and shrimp, unless there's something that I really want. Like I love red snapper, I love flounder. Certain foods I love, but for me to sit there and crack open and peel the crabs or crawfish, that is just too much work to eat a little bit of meat. It's just not me. But in Louisiana, trust me, there's a lot of people that sit there and eat a whole bunch of it. I just not me. Will you stop practicing on the? Oh, they're talking baseball. Am I gone? No, it says just say bunch of baloney.
I've never been to Italy, so I'm
Oh,
honest.
I have.
Oh, not that Bologna. Oh, okay, never
Oh,
mind.
I love all my visits. In fact, this morning or yesterday morning on the news, they were talking about an exhibit that they replicated Egypt, the tombs, and all that kind of stuff. And I told Robert, I said, the best thing is I was there and I saw the originals. I'm not gonna go pay money to see something that's a replica because I've been there. I've been to Egypt and I loved it. And I was able to see all of that exhibits. So yeah,
Yeah, Uni, you and I are very dangerous in the same room. We Angela has to put us in timeout. Yep.
Jay, you just charged her to choke on coke.
Well, that's not good.
And you know what I have to
Oh,
say though? I think if you think about it, if we were to do a meetup in a general area where everybody can come in, I guarantee you at first there was going to be some people who are very shy and quiet. But
that's
once
me.
you get into the groups and everybody starts gathering together, it'll be a hoot. It'll be a day to remember or a weekend to remember because I guarantee you everybody will be letting loose. I guarantee you.
I've said at this point I would fly out to wherever Ellen and I think Maria in California. I mean, I think we're probably the three most far flung from everybody, and I would travel for a meetup. Absolutely, I'd hop on a plane.
That would be fun. But it's just a matter of making sure everybody who can make it, giving it a couple of days. Let's see. I'm dropping Jennifer's links into the chat.
Oh, yeah, Michael and Denise tonight.
9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central.
The ultimate comedy show.
I need to try to stay up and watch it. It's just too late for me.
You gotta tune in at least for Denise's naked dolls.
Okay.
What does everybody else have going on today?
That's a good question.
Talk to us. Tell us.
Yes.
What kind of cool stuff's going on in your world? And it doesn't even have to be reselling related. Tell us about something really interesting you're doing today outside of YouTube.
All right. I dropped Jennifer's YouTube channel, her Etsy store, and her buy her milkshake. And I dropped the link to come on up. If you would like to come on up and promote your channel, if you have anything going on or you just want to promote something new coming up, that link is at the top of the chat. Just click the link and come on up and make sure your camera and your mic is connected because they won't allow you to come on until they connect.
Or if you need a short therapy session afterwards, we're here for that as well.
There is life outside of YouTube. Yes, there is. Believe it or not. I know I do. Al Full Chef Shop. Hello, good morning, and welcome.
Lady Al.
How you doing this morning? Good morning. I also want to mention, don't forget, if you are a member of the channel, you do have extra emojis you can use. And I still got to make up some more emojis. I got to talk to the members again. I got to figure out some new emojis for some because I got to get rid of the bingo ones.
You best be getting on that, Johnny. People paying money.
I'm just so a slacker. Lord Jesus.
I know. I don't understand how every day you just accomplish so little, Johnny. It just blows my mind.
Well, I should probably check that out. Yes, you should, Jennifer. Yes.
There's a world. Gosh, what is that musical? The Music Man. Is that the one where he sings "There's a world out there," Barnaby?
Yeah. Tonight, taking Zane to the American Legion dinner setup. Aw.
Very nice.
I love that.
That's awesome.
Huh? Ertling Hex? Right. Hello, good morning, and welcome. And how did you hear about the channel? And welcome. I'm not sure what you're asking.
Is he blue?
No.
I am thinking
That's
that might
his
not go
channel.
very well.
Right, that's his channel. Thank you, Amy, because I didn't think so either. Yeah. Slacker is not the word I would use for Johnny.
See, I mean, what you don't know is he actually has a secret crew of 8 people behind the scenes that actually do all his work for him, and then he just comes on and
I wish. No. It's a lot, but you know what? That's another reason why I love getting up so early in the morning. It's no alarm clock. I just do it and get up and get my work done. Because I get so much done when it's nice and quiet. I get a lot of work done. And then by the time the show comes up and I'm done with the show, I'm done for the day. And I love it.
Yeah. But see, Johnny, you do it because you say I can. And you get up in the morning, you set that mindset that you can do it, you're gonna get it all done, and that's why you do. That's why you're successful.
I also have a morning session where I get pictures done for listings, get them done, and I'm done. And a lot of times I'll build up my photos for that reason so that way I can just get things listed as I go. I was in Kim chat last night. I think that you're talking about it's about to get real probably. I woke up this morning at 2:00. It was 2:24. And I came downstairs after my coffee got done, and I was surprised, but not really surprised, that I saw it was still live this morning, and that was on Church Cakes Coffee and Shop, and Colleen was still live this morning. And I said, well, you know it's getting late when I come in here and y'all still live from last night. Send those helpers my way, Johnny. I could use some help. I hear that, boo, but I'll give me some. Yeah. That's right. Every day is a new day. And I am very blessed to be able to do that every day of something I enjoy doing. And if we can't do that, we're done. I enjoy it. I love it. And I'm always looking for something to learn. I'm always researching to learn something new.
If it's not fun, there's no point in doing it.
And that's true, Amy. I was in there this morning. I said, well, you know, y'all been up all night. When I come in here this early in the morning and say, good morning, hello, and welcome on lurking and working. Yeah, they start laughing, of course. But they said it's going to be. Yeah, you're right about that one, Ashley. You're getting your day started when I'm ending mine. Wow. And again, you know, the next topic we're going to be talking about in one of our list of topics we're coming up is going to talk about that, because a lot of times people don't realize that you have to step away sometimes. That FOMO is not good. Hi, other me. And it's not good, you know. You want to be able to have that time for yourself. You want to be able to unwind. You want to be able to take care of your health. Your health is more important than anything else. Yeah, granted,
Absolutely.
we want to stay monetized. We want to get videos out there. We want to get our sub counts up. We want to get our watch hours up. But there's only so much you can do in a day. Yes, we all say it. I know y'all know it because I do too. I wish there was more hours in a day. Sometimes I'm glad we don't have more hours in a day. You know, I always step away when I go to bed. These devices do not come with me to bed. That is where I draw the line. I keep them away from me. I don't even bring them up with me.
John, I know you talk about getting up so early, and one of the things I like about working in the middle of the night is I feel like it's extra hours. Doing something at 2 in the morning or 3 in the morning when the rest of the world is asleep. Somehow it feels like I've gained back an hour or two. That's just for me to get stuff done.
Jennifer, I'm always dropping your link because you never drop yours. But this thing about Jeffrey, I don't drop his link. No,
No, I
I
think
don't.
I think little Debbie dropped it earlier.
Maybe Little Debbie, but not me. But Little Debbie was dropping links when Jennifer wasn't here.
Right.
Jennifer did drop his link. Yeah, Jennifer did. Okay. I was about to say because I know I don't, but Jennifer did. Yeah. Little Debbie only drops links when you're not here. That's what she was doing when he first came in, or anybody comes in.
See, Jennifer, we need a conversation map with a little X that says you are here, and then everybody then we all follow better.
Okay, I got you. You know, there's something else. So many conversations are going on in the chat, and I'm trying to keep up. That's why I called her. Okay, I got it. Yes, she did. Yeah, because you're going live today at 5:15. So yes, she did. Yes, Little Debbie did drop that link. You came in and said you were going live tonight, and she said, "Yep, here's the link at 5:15 tonight." And I said I will be there after my Hump Day auction. That's about the time I'm usually done. So yeah, if anybody wants to come on up, that link is at the top. Just make sure you have your camera and your mic connected. Let me see what this poll is looking like on the top of the page. If you would take a moment and check out that poll I have at the top, just to let you know, the last one, it says want both reselling and YouTube content. That's actually for all. I couldn't fit everything in there. I should have just put all of the above. But yeah, let's see what everybody wants. I have some ideas about starting next month. I'm just curious. I just want to see what we can do to bring people more into the chat, into the lives. I pale in comparison with you, girl. Look, you and I both. I cannot do what Jennifer does with those long nails on her phone. You come in here, or we talk about somebody's channel, and she's dropping a link. Drop it like it's hot. Oh,
Watching her in an auction is like watching magic happen. Like I don't know how she sometimes I think she's ahead of the person who's actually selling with getting everything into the chat of what it is and how much and everything. And I
but
blows
she's
my
doing
mind.
this on her phone. Yeah, and she's got those beautiful long nails, and she does this on her phone.
Time
That's
for you to
amazing.
teach a class, Jennifer, on how we can all be better at that.
Jennifer, that'd be a
Record a
good
YouTube video.
Yeah, that would be how to be a mod. There you go, Jennifer. That's your topic.
Yep. How to be a successful mod.
Yeah, you're right about that. It's always dealing with the lag. That is always a problem. No matter how much you're refreshing, it's always a problem. That lag. It's always updates and things that's happening. You got to. It's hard to keep up. That's why I don't understand how you know how you do it. As long as I've been knowing you, you've been doing modding. So that'd be a great a topic. Or the nails a requirement? No. Laura, hello, good morning, and welcome. No, they're not required. She just does it. I guess it might be part of it. I don't know. I'm sorry, but I
I,
can't go any longer than my
I
nails.
mean that for all you know, that could actually be her secret weapon. Maybe she couldn't go if she was having to go with just like a flat pat of a finger. Maybe she wouldn't be able to go as fast as she goes
A good idea that it could be
with
possible,
long
Laura.
fingernails.
That could be possible.
I
I
remember
never thought of that.
there used to be these gloves you could buy that were for designed for better typing on keyboards. They had slight little points on the end of each finger, and the idea was that it would depress the key faster and increase your typing speed.
And she says right now she don't even have any nails on at the moment. Girl, you had some long nails on this weekend because I saw your video. I watched your shop hop, and I was like, "Oh, oh,
I wish
Jennifer, I have a question for you. Your background in your video, what were you using? Because I love the way you had that background in your shop hop this weekend. I thought it was pretty cool. I bet she can't even type right with them without them. Yeah, I was wondering. Jennifer, do you find tasks feeling weird when you try them out without nails? That's a good question. I'm curious. Always happens to me when I'm taking off.
there's some ladies there's some ladies at the supermarket here that have these talons that I'm like, how on earth do you get cash out of the drawer? Like, how do you sort your bills when you go to count your drawer down at the end of the day?
Jennifer, I did not find it distracting. But however, you can I find your camera was too close to the items you were showing, so you had to you were tilting the down. So I'm not sure how your setup is, but I loved it. It was a really nice background. I didn't find it distracting. No, I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it might have been some kind of glass or something you had as a background. I thought it was pretty cool.
The half naked Chippendale dancers were a little distracting, but the rest of it was perfect.
Now you can want everybody to go look at it now. The flow thing.
See, I'm trying to get her watch hours.
I don't know. I thought it was glass. To be honest with you, it was nice because the way it was reflecting in the video, I thought it was glass.
Susie,
Susie, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? And Ellen, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see y'all both.
Lady Ellen.
So, Jennifer, was that glass or was that wallpaper? What? That was a foam board? No way.
You go, girl. Look at you turning $2 into $1,000,000.
I thought it was a glass background. It was
That's
actually pretty cool.
creativity right there.
If y'all
I
don't know what
love
I'm
that.
talking about, this past weekend, we had our Shop Hop train sale, and Jennifer had an awesome background. Go check it out and look at how she did. This is it. I thought it was glass. I thought it was pretty
God, I
cool.
love crafty people.
I
Ugh,
loved it.
I'm
It was
so
not
envious of
distracting to me.
people that can do stuff like that.
Go check
Ugh,
out her video and tell me what you think. Leave her a comment about the background. What you think about the background? I'm telling you,
I am
I
so
did not.
envious of people with that creative
I did
spark.
not. I cannot. I did not expect that.
That's like TZ. Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
Everything.
That's what I thought. I thought it was a glass where there was a light behind it, reflecting to when she was showing the items, not knowing if it was in the front of the or from the behind it. I mean, it was just amazing. If you have a chance, go watch that this past Saturday. It's in the description bar of my original video, and everybody who was part of the shop hop this weekend, and go check out Jennifer's video. Let, leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think. I
Amy,
love it.
Amy, I'm gonna have to hunt down those videos because I really suck at any of that kind of stuff, but it all fascinates me. And it's like if it's gonna be that easy to do, I'm gonna have to go watch some of those videos.
But if you watched it, to me, it looked like a glass with a light flaring from the back of it to where it looked like it was glass with a perfect lighting from the back. It was awesome. I put wallpaper rectangular sheets on the foam board and then put sticky butterflies. I saw the butterflies too. That was awesome. I thought it was a cool idea. I had to do my video in a different place because I had my granddaughters. I tell you, I y'all need to go watch it and leave those comments of what y'all think about her background. I cannot believe that, Jennifer. And again, I can, but the way it looked, I thought it was glass. I thought it was something you got that was a background with glass. That's amazing. Well, that's okay. But then again, I wouldn't change it. I would I would use it again. But again,
Jennifer didn't
other stuff.
Jennifer didn't say what her different places. I picture her like in the spare bathroom, like propped up on the tub or something with like trying to get her set up on the tub. Half of it's balanced on the toilet lid, half of it's on the tub, on the rim of the tub. She's
But
laying down on her stomach trying to get the shot.
oh, she was on the washer. Hopefully, you didn't have any clothes washing, right? I'll take a picture and put it. Yes, definitely do. But I want them to go watch your video. Yeah.
Exactly.
My point is
And
for them to
leave
go watch your video.
comments.
That's why I said that. And leave a comment.
And
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, Jennifer. I'm trying to help a girl. Come on. Yeah. But you can do that if you want, but I'm trying to get them to go watch the video so they can leave a comment. Get them
I
hooked on
always
what
forget
you
the
see.
I always forget that the community page exists on YouTube channels.
Yep.
I never remember that.
And another thing I'm gonna start doing again that I used to do, but I gotta be careful on how I do it because I got a strike and I got my but when the channel got taken down it was because I was being repetitious about something on my community tab. But I'm gonna start doing something a little different that's gonna be promoting members of the channel. Be on the lookout for that. That'll be coming out probably on the 15th of this month on the community tab.
Johnny, when people post something to a community page, does that help the algorithm at all?
Yeah,
Does
'cause
it help gain any
it's activity
visibility?
to your channel. Yeah, it's an activity to your channel. It's just another form of getting someone to come to check your community page out and also have activity on your channel. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Right, Jennifer. So do both. But I want people to go see your video. But if you do that in your community post, at least they can see what it is from that video. But make sure when you do your post, Jennifer, put the link to your video in that post so they can kind of reference what you're showing. And that's just my opinion and suggestion is when you do that post with what you're doing, what you use for your background, make sure you put the video link with it because it's amazing.
Amy, I actually have an answer for you on that one because I know somebody who was involved with the process. Um, the community tab, what was happening was that they were finding that that people were relying on the chats in the videos to be the community, and they weren't engaging the way you would the old bulletin board style in the community tabs. So, community tab was sort of an old phraseology like bulletin board, and posts are more like blog posts. And what they were finding was that people were using the community tab for more of a one sided conversation. It was a quick way for people to just post an update about what was going on with them or with the channel. Somebody might respond or might not respond. But what they were finding was that in most cases, people did not respond. So it became more like a blog rather than a community operation to it. And so they adopted posts, which is the blogging term for it. And that's why that name changed.
But also they added with the post, they also added where you can communicate with the community under the post. If you go there, you got other things of ways that you can actually communicate with when it comes to chatting with somebody, and you can do an open forum kind of thing too
Right.
when you do that. So yeah, that's just the way that they did it. Because there's even one called community now. You should have one that says customize channel, manage videos, and community. If you click on community, that's where you can have more interaction with others with that post. And it basically is a totally different post. You get more
They
people
found it
involved.
was a very underutilized feature, and I can tell you that the word on the street is, Google is a big fan of eliminating things that get underused. I would not be surprised if you see more tweaks to come on that as to whether or not it survives.
Yeah, because I find that it is more like a bulletin board kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I have been able to enjoy doing that, but the way I used to do it, it was like I was always getting, okay, you can't, you got, yeah, it was crazy. They kept saying I kept being repetitious and repeating the same stuff over and over when I was just changing it. So that's why you now see that when I update the community calendar, it's once a month, and I always just change the date. And what it does is it brings it up to the top when I move it to the top and delete the other one, so you don't have the same information over and over and over.
And what we're doing now is we're going to start duplicating. If we do an announcement on Facebook, on either our Misty Media page or any of our imprint pages, we're going to go ahead and copy that announcement over to our posts page on our channel, so that we're kind of embracing all of our social media, getting the same message out across everything.
I do too, little Debbie, and that's why it's important that you also mention what you're featuring and why you're featuring it, and then the links, because that helps you promote what it is you're trying to promote. For example, when I did the one last week or two about Nate, needing to get to his next milestone, it was amazing on how many people immediately went and checked and subscribed to him. And that was my first time in a long time that I did that. So I have to say it's working. So definitely try it. YouTube is trying to get more interaction. People just watching videos. They want to grow. Yes, platform like yes, and they want people to be more involved. Connecting with others and having that conversation back and forth. Good morning, hello, and welcome, Annette. Is it Annette? No, it's not. Is it? I'm trying to remember. I think I'm having a
You
brain.
were so confident.
Annette? Yeah, you're right. I want to say it's Lynette, or is it Annette? I gotta go. I gotta go check. I think it's Lynette. Oh my lord! I second guess myself, and I need to stop doing that. I want to say Annette. Why I'm saying Annette?
If you're gonna be wrong, at least be wrong confidently. Look at that. Johnny's got a memory
Annette.
like a steel trap. Look at that.
I should never second guess myself. Thank you, Annette. I noticed you're posting more on Instagram now. Yes, I am. I am too. Yep. Yeah.
I've got to figure out Instagram, especially with our book
I'm
covers.
just starting. Was it last year? This year? Yeah, it was this year. Made myself a promise that I would want to get more involved in Instagram. Go ahead, Jay. What you saying about that? Getting involved?
I've got to get Instagram figured out. I mean, with all of our book covers and everything, it's the perfect. It's a very visual medium, and our book covers are very visual. It makes so much sense for us to be there. I haven't figured out the how to really do it properly.
And Jennifer, guess who really got me to start posting on Instagram? Lynette. What was her channel name? She does a lot with Poshmark. I remember her channel name. Tina, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. I'm trying
Oh,
to
good,
remember
Amy. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
her name is Lynette, and I met her at the Posh Live 3 years ago. I cannot remember her screen name or her YouTube channel name. But anyhow, that's who I got me to start doing posts on Instagram. So everybody's saying hello to each other. I don't even have one. Yeah, I've actually been using it a lot lately, and I'm trying. So Lynette's the one that got me to, and it's like I didn't know how to do that. She said, yeah, give me a follow.
Ellen, uh, Ellen, there are absolutely apps out there that'll allow you to create a post and cross post it to all the individual platforms. And really, all you do is you set up the apps are free, and all you do is set up your individual handles and access one time in the app, and from there, anytime you post something in there, it automatically pushes it out to all your socials.
I was just watching I was doing one of the class things that I was doing with AI. And one of the things too, I saw there was a program where you can take and then you do like a video, a short video, and then you do it once. And when what you were talking about, Jay, where you can put it to all the different platforms and it does the descriptions for you, it puts the
Yep,
tags in there that you need, and it gives it the format that it does for each different platform. You only do it once and it does everything for you.
yep.
I thought it was pretty cool.
I mean, it's very similar to it's utilized almost the exact same way as like the cross-platform selling apps. Like I know Shedflips uses an app to post. They create their listing once in the app, and it pushes all the product out to eBay and Poshmark and
I forgot which one
you
they
know
use.
all the websites at one time.
Yeah, I forgot which one they use.
You know,
I
little
never had
Debbie,
it.
little Debbie, it's one thing to avoid it if you don't necessarily need it for a personal thing, and I tend to avoid social media from a personal standpoint. From a business standpoint, you do want to expand out a bit if you can. If your business would benefit from being part of social media, you really should have some presence out there. It's the best way for people still to discover you and know that you're out there.
And if you're doing this as a business and you're trying to get a brand, even LinkedIn. I just started recently getting into LinkedIn again. I used to be with LinkedIn when I had my cleaning company in Louisiana, and I just recently did it again now for what I'm doing up here with the reselling and YouTube, and it's amazing. It's amazing how much.
LinkedIn's great. We post updates pretty often about what's going on with the publishing house to LinkedIn, and we get a lot of great feedback from others in the industry, or we've been contacted by people with sort of industry adjacent businesses like printing companies or things like that, and it's given us some really great connections. It's also if you're having trouble sourcing, being able to post on somewhere like LinkedIn or any of the social medias is a great way to bring you to sources for product, especially if you live somewhere that garage sale season is not available for X number of months a year. Being able to make those connections in social media to for potential sources of product is a great thing.
Well, everyone is getting to that time. We're going to go ahead and get in the show. And if anybody would like to come on after the show is over, that link is at the top of the chat. You're more than welcome to join us after the show has ended. And don't forget, today at 1 o'clock, we do have our Hump Day auction with multiple guests and our co-host. So come on and spend the evening with us if you don't have anything else to do. And any little bit of time helps. I think most of the posts there are just there. Yeah.
And that's a great example of the easy cross posting. Create the post once there, and it automatically posts to Instagram for you.
Yeah, I noticed that too. A lot of times when I'm posting something on Facebook, it shows up on Instagram and vice versa.
Mhm.
So as I say before I end each and every show, love always, love is always free. Please be kind to one another till we meet into another chat. Have a blessed and fabulous day until we meet again. Later. Peace out. And y'all come back now, you hear?
Take care, folks.
That's right.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reselling, you make me